There are 4 fundamental parts that you do not want to get wrong if you want your forehand to be successful. And those are, number 1, your upper body turning as a unit. It's called the unit turn. Number 2, engaging your left arm for many reasons, which I'm gonna get into in a minute. Number 3, guiding, extending that stroke, that follow through, that end of the stroke. And number 4, using your hand to go fast at the end, relaxing your hand so that you can add that speed and that power at the very end. So before I get into the 4 parts, you have to make sure that your timing is correct. If your timing is off, it doesn't matter what you do. You're always gonna end up hitting the ball in the wrong place and you're not gonna have accuracy. So number 1, the unit turn. Your backswing needs to start from the waist up. So after you find that perfect place where you have enough distance between you and the ball, you need to start your backswing from the waist up. You need to feel that your upper body is the one that's taking that backswing and your lower body is the one that's holding you on to the ground. There are a lot of people that tense up from the hips and they end up involving a little bit of the lower body into it. You're losing balance by doing that. You really want to make sure that your hips are loose. What needs to be tight at this moment is your core. Your core needs to be engaged, not your hips and not your back. Number 2, engaging your left arm. And like I said in the beginning, the timing of this needs to be perfect. This needs to happen before that ball bounces. So one of the things that you want to do with that left arm is engaging your pectoral muscles from the very beginning. So you're going to separate basically your active side from your passive side. Another thing that's very good to do with your left arm is pointing to the ball and making sure that that distance between you and the ball is perfect. I always tell my students, if you can catch the ball comfortably with your left arm, you have the right distance between you and the ball. Number 3, the extension of your arm. And this needs to go from slow to fast. There are a lot of people that get so excited and they start the motion very fast in the beginning. And what happens is that you throw yourself off. There are 2 motions that we use in every stroke. There is the circular rotation and there is the linear momentum. So you want to be very careful when that circular motion turns into a linear motion. That's why you want to go slow. And one of the things that you really want to use at this moment is your core. Your core is the one that's going to make sure that that circular rotation turns into a linear motion. Otherwise, if you go really, really fast and there's nothing controlling it, you're gonna end up going around in a circle. Now that extension needs to be as long as you can. Depth is one of the most important attributes of any ground stroke. So the longer you keep that extension going, the better. The looser your joints are, the longer you're gonna keep that extension. And the last one, my favorite, is you really have to trust your hand at the very end. Your hand is the one that is in charge of going really fast. But if, just like in a car, if you don't have good brakes, you're gonna lose control. So you really need to be mindful of your wrist and your elbow because those 2 joints are going to act as a pivot for your stroke. So you've heard the term the windshield wiper, right? The racket needs to rotate, the tip of the racket, the outside of the racket needs to rotate around the bottom of the racket. So between your wrist and your elbow, you're gonna make sure that your windshield wiper is working properly. If you don't use those 2 joints, then you're gonna have a sideways motion, which is not what you're looking for. And of course, if you want that hand to go fast, you wanna try to loosen up your grip. I should be able to introduce a pencil between your grip and your hand. If I can't do that and you don't see any blood circulating through your hands, through your fingers, then your racket is too tight.